Late notice or not, this is a mouth-watering clash on the ground. Belal Muhammad's wrestling base versus Gilbert Burns' jiu-jitsu acumen. Josh Culibao, what are your thoughts on Gilbert Burns?
Man, the dude's a dog. He's fought everyone, you know. He's fought literally everyone, you know. His fight with Khamzat Chimaev, his last fight with Masvidal. Man, he's willing to fight everyone, and he's been consistent. He's fighting 3 times now in 3 months. So, yeah, props to him.
I've got to say, this fight really works in his favour. He's coming off that Masvidal fight. From what I saw in the fight, I just didn't look like he took a lot of damage or a lot of injury in that fight. He's coming fit. He's coming lean into it. He's coming like wired, because there's something happens that when you're in a fight that the weeks after you're like wired. You're more switched on than ever before. And he's getting Belal Muhammad on short notice. Like, Belal is a short notice coming in to fight this guy that's been primed and ready and has been super active. Yeah. It's the chips aren't stacking favourably for Muhammad.
Josh, does the winner get a title shot next against either Colby or Lima?
Man, it depends, man. Colby Covington, you know, he's been pushing for it, and he said he's got the next shot. And between them two, I do believe these two guys that are fighting, you know, this weekend should be fighting for that title next. I feel like they deserve it. They deserve. They've worked hard and they've fought everyone that they put in front of them. So why not them?
I can see if Burns wins, Colby's definitely getting the shot. Okay, yeah. From what we've seen and what he's getting a shot. He's getting the shot. It's done. That's already in stone. If Gilbert Burns wins, I can see him going up to fight Colby, because that's a great fight. Everyone loves that fight. But I can see that if Muhammad wins, them just being like, here, maybe fight this guy first, or maybe fight Edwards first.
Edwards or Colby.
I can see
Beneil
that.
Dariush.
Yeah, I can. Put Dariush. Poor guy.
The worst.
Poor guy. Like, everyone just keeps forgetting him because he's not in the conversations. I just forgot him then, but because he's not in the conversations, you know, because they just. I don't know, they keep him at arm's length. But I can see them doing that to Muhammad, though. I can see them saying, good fight, but here's Edwards first. Just one more, and just stringing him along like that.
What about Shavkat Rakhmonov? Do you think he might be able to be next in line for that Belal Muhammad fight if they don't give him the title shot?
You know, he had a lot of forward hype and forward pressure moving forward. I think that last fight got us a different look into where his holes and skill set might be lacking. I think he got hit way more than he should have in that fight. But in saying that, he is a bit of a terror in the division. He's making everybody second guess. No one wants to take a fight with him just because of how much risk is involved in that fight. So mate, what a stacked division, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there's these...
Your old stomping ground.
Yeah, there's these group of guys that are just in every conversation about title shots and next contention fights. And then just below those guys, just terrors down there.
Gilbert Burns, guys, has been gracious enough to join us as well. So let's hear from him now. Here is Dorino. Now, Gilbert, thanks so much for joining us on the show. Now, this is very impressive. A 5-round co-main event with Belal Muhammad just a month after going 15 minutes with Jorge Masvidal. Tell us, from your point of view, how this fight came about.
After my fight, I have decided that I'm going to wait for a title shot, right? So, but then the current champion, Leo Harris, said he's not going to fight until October. So in my mind, they were fighting July. For July, I can sit down and wait, and then maybe get an opportunity by the end of the year. But then when he changed the plans to October, I said, you know what? I'm not going to sit down and wait, because Belal Muhammad is there, Kamaru Usman is there, Hamza is there, you know, Shavkat. So many guys there, you know, and one good performance could take my title shot out of the way. So I decided to, whenever I saw that news, I said, you know what? I'm going to fight again. I don't care. And then after a little while, I saw that Charles Oliveira pulled out due to injury, unfortunately. And then I saw an opportunity, you know, and then I started talking. I saw that Belal Muhammad called out Colby. I called out Colby as well, but UFC reached out and said Colby's not available, but Belal Muhammad is. So here we are, you know, we got this fight done.
Mate, and that is the perfect mentality to have going for a title, to become a champion, is just to hunt everybody down. You're hunting all the contenders down. I got to ask though, mate, and I brought up earlier, is the hair the strength? Is that where you draw your power from? Because from someone like myself, I have hair like that, but I never let it grow out. But if you're telling me that that's the secret to your strength and to your ground game, it's growing straight away.
Hey, that's the secret, my guy. You gotta let your hair grow. That's the secret.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, you gotta let it grow now. You gotta let it grow.
Was Bruno Mars the inspiration for the haircut, Gilbert Burns?
No, that was my kid, Joshua Burns.
Right.
He has a very nice hair. He's way more curly than I am. Mine's just afro. Yeah, he asked me, both of my kids let the hair grow, and they asked, hey, daddy, please let your hair grow too. And then I was just like, Robert, oh, you really? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I did, and people everybody he's like, I'm gonna let it grow until I become a champion.
That's amazing. Like, I can see why you take strength from it now. Okay, back to fighting. To fighting. I've got to say, this fight lines up for you perfectly. I saw that Masvidal fight. You performed outstanding in that fight. You did everything I thought you would do. It looks like you came out of that fight relatively unscathed. So now, tell me your mentality going into this next one, pushing the envelope, getting that fight after such a short break, still being fit, still being strong. Belal not having like a fight camp under his belt. How does that help you moving into this fight?
I think it helps me a lot. I got the momentum. I fought January against a tough opponent. Then I fought again April, not a tough opponent. Now I'm fighting number 4 in the world in Belal Muhammad. I think he's very tough. I do think he's not going to be an easy fight, but I do believe in the momentum. I'm feeling good, in shape. And the great thing is, leading to that fight in January, November, I stopped eating any type of added sugar. Still eat fruits and things like that, but nothing with sugar. I didn't put sugar in none of my drinks. If I saw something with added sugar to eat or to drink, I don't do it. I've been doing cold plunge all day. Changing a lot of habits, trying to be. I think he's a little dashing. I know. The way I see right now, I just got better to do 3 fights in a short period of time. So I changed my whole habits. I don't know why, but I think that's the why. I was taking care way more about my sleeping, my recovery, my cold plunge every day, no sugar, eating super good, super healthy, feeling good. And then boom, one fight in January. 3 days after, they called me, you want to fight George in Miami? I said, for sure. After the Georgia fight, 1 week after, I asked for the short notice against Belal Muhammad, and they gave it to me. So I guess all the work that I'm putting in is kind of it's planning, is aligned. And Saturday night, just got to show up, be me. I think I got a great game. I think I do believe in my power to finish Belal Muhammad and make a statement and get the title shot. I know that I don't want to get a title shot. I want to get the shot. I want to become the champion. I want to get the belt. So that's what I'm working for. And I believe Saturday is going to be a big step close to that goal.
Gilbert, how do you think your jiu-jitsu base matches up with Belal Muhammad's wrestling game plan?
I do believe I'll be able to take this guy down. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But I think if I keep looking for, if I mix it up very good, strikes with the kicks, punches and kicks and feint and move, eventually I think I'm going to get a body lock with a double leg and I'll be able to take him down. And I think when I get on top, it's going to be very hard for him. If it's going to be very, very hard, he might be a little bit slippery. He might defend a couple times, but I love it that he asked for 5 rounds because there's 25 minutes that I have to put work on this guy. And eventually I'm going to get him in a good position. And when I get him in a good position, you're going to pay for that.
Well, Gilbert Burns, we can't wait to see you in action this weekend. We appreciate your time on Fox Sports and all the best to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all the fans in Australia, New Zealand. Shout out to the champ, Robert Whittaker. My pleasure to be here with you guys.
No, I can't wait to see you on Saturday, mate.
Thank you, brother.